Hey, ¿qué es la que hay, mi gente? It's Rocky here from SpeakSpanishFaster.com. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about 6 different uses of tengo in Spanish. Now, tengo in the verb tener, so tengo is the yo form, the I form, present tense of the verb tener. So tener means to have. Tengo means I have. But there are many different ways to use the verb or the word tengo. And in this video specifically, we'll be looking at 6 different ways that you're going to use tener when you are speaking Spanish with other people. So let's jump straight into it. The first way that you're going to be using tengo is to indicate possession. Okay, so basically to use it how most people think of when they think of the verb tener. Tengo un libro. I have a book. Tengo una casa. I have a house. Tengo novia. I have a girlfriend. So as you can see, all these things signify having possession of something. Now again, this is the most common way that people will use the verb tengo, or the verb tener, I should say. Now let's look at use number 2. Now this is where things get a little complicated sometimes, or confusing for students that are, let's say, native English speakers and they're trying to learn Spanish. Because in English, we always say, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hungry. So we're always using I am to explain a state of being, to indicate a state of being. In Spanish, oftentimes, we use the verb tener. So, tengo frío, I am cold. Tengo calor, I am hot. Tengo hambre, I am hungry. Tengo sed, I am thirsty. So, the mistake people make is they would maybe say, estoy frío, estoy calor, because they want to say I am, and they're using the verb estar here. But whenever you want to say I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hungry, you would use tengo to indicate the state of being. So tengo frío, tengo calor, tengo hambre. So the second use case for the verb tengo, or the verb tener, but in this instance, in this video, we're focusing on tengo because when getting started, most of the time we will be talking about ourselves in Spanish. The second use case for tengo is to indicate a state of being. Now we're going to start adding words after tengo, which will change sort of the meaning. Not specifically in this example, but you'll see what I mean. So use number 3, tengo que, to indicate obligation or necessity. So basically when you want to say I have to do something, you say tengo que. So a common mistake that beginner learners make is if they want to say I have to study, they'll just say tengo estudiar, because they say, okay, tengo is have, and then estudiar is to study, so tengo estudiar. But whenever you want to indicate obligation or necessity, whenever you want to say I have to do something, you have to say tengo que. Okay, so I have to study, tengo que estudiar. I have to work, tengo que trabajar. I have to go, tengo que ir, or tengo que irme. All right, so remember that you're going to use the verb tener, and you're going to use tengo if you say I have to do something, but you have to add the que after that, right before the verb, whatever verb is going to be directly after have to. So I have to run, tengo que correr. I have to go shopping, tengo que hacer compra. All right, so use number 3 for tengo is actually tengo que, and it indicates obligation or necessity. Now, number 4, tengo ganas de. So if you translate this directly, this is like I have the desire to do something. But this can also simply mean I want. But instead of saying quiero, you say tengo ganas de. Okay, so for example, tengo ganas de hablar contigo. So ganas goes after tengo, and then you always put de after ganas. So tengo ganas de is the phrase there. And then you would add the verb, whatever you have the desire to do. So think of tengo ganas de the same as quiero. Okay, so if you say, I want to talk to you, quiero hablar contigo. I want to eat pizza, quiero comer pizza. I want to go to the movies, quiero ir al cine. But if you want to mix it up sometimes, and if you want to show, I would say tengo ganas de is a little stronger. Like I have a real desire to do something. So tengo ganas de hablar contigo. Tengo ganas de comer pizza. Tengo ganas de ir al cine. All right. So tengo ganas de is a great verb or a great phrase to use, just expanding your vocabulary. And also, other people may use that. Instead of saying quiero, they may say tengo ganas de. And now you'll understand it if they say it to you. Use case number 5, this is a simple one. When you talk about age in Spanish, you use the verb tener. We use tengo. So instead of saying, so some mistake people will say is like, because in English we say I am blank years old, they'll say soy blank, you know. But in Spanish we say I have X amount of years. So tengo 10 años for I am 10 years old. Tengo 30 años for I am 30 years old. Tengo 20 años for I am 20 years old. Okay? So it's not soy 10 años, soy 20 años, soy 30 años. It's not that. It's tengo X años. Now, the 6th and final use case that we will discuss in this video, and I'm sure there may be other use cases, but when I thought of all the ways you can use tengo, these were the main ones that popped up, the most common ones that I think you will use or you will hear being used. Use case number 6, tengo razón. So this is one way to simply say I am right. Okay, so tengo razón means I am right. So if somebody says something and let's say it's an argument and it comes out that you're right, you can say tengo razón, I am right. Tengo razón en esta discusión. So I am right in this argument. Tengo razón de estar enojado. I am right to be mad, to be angry. Now you could also think of tengo razón means I have reason, which that really means I am right? If you have a reason to be mad, that means you are correct in being mad in this situation. All right, so quick recap. Remember, we will use tengo to indicate possession. We will use tengo to indicate state of being. We will use tengo que to indicate obligation or necessity, so have to do something. Tengo ganas de, very similar to quiero or deseo. It's all about desire here. Inclination. Tengo ganas de hablar contigo. Tengo ganas de grabar este video para ti. Tengo ganas de hablar español. Many different ways you can use it. Tengo blank años, of course. To talk about your age, you will use the verb tener, tengo. And last but not least, to indicate correctness or being right. Tengo razón. So take this with you. Definitely review if you need to. And if you found this video helpful and you're really looking to take your Spanish to the next level, you're looking to level up your Spanish for the summer coming soon, definitely click that link in the comments or go to speakspanishfaster.com/YouTube. And there I'll show you my 3 biggest secrets to learn Spanish faster. Basically, if I was learning Spanish from scratch and I erased all my Spanish knowledge, these are the 3 most important things that I would do. And they will help anybody no matter what level you're at, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been studying off and on for years, or whether you feel like you are getting more advanced. These 3 tips will definitely help you reach the next level and eventually become fluent. If you enjoyed the video, do me a big favor, hit the thumbs up, comment below, let me know what else you need help with. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ustedes saben, hasta la próxima vez, hablamos.